Morning, Shed Talk. Keep evolving. It's the evolving part I want to really emphasise on today. And got my shorts on. Anyone who think it's summer? We live in hope, don't we? We live in hope. And you know, if you live in hope, you start to have a feeling of maybe it's going to happen, maybe it's going to work, maybe I'm going to be successful. It's a different vibe going in your body, it's a different energy. It's a different feeling to living in lack. If I live in lack, it's not going to happen, it's not going to turn out this way. You choose lack, hope. Play around with words that change minds. So, over, and you'll be pretty damn bored of me saying this, of the 25 years I've worked in the change field and worked around supporting people to make changes and get to their desired outcomes, roll with resistance, being able to change state quickly, pull yourself back to where you don't want to be. Last weekend I had an experience of where it was unpleasant. There was some kind of shit happening, and for a while I went out there. But you know, you tend to pull yourself back round after a period of time if you know how to do it. Start to roll with the resistance, because my resistance is just connected to past experiences, past events, past belief systems. And sometimes you can feel as if you're going back down that way, which is definitely not rolling with resistance. And to be able to maintain that change when you're under pressure, this is the secret. But it's not a secret, is it? Because I'm just giving more time and attention to how I'd rather be. And this is, again, fetching us on to today. What I've noticed over the 25 years of working with people is, if we can use this as a metaphor, this is a mountain, okay? And in life, if we use the mountain as the metaphor, when you're at the bottom, you've got a different view. So let's just say when I was 10, I'd got a different view. I'm in the valley. I can't see the wood for the trees. As I get into 20, for me, I was still down at the bottom. I still couldn't see the wood for the trees. I blame the world. People make me feel like this. People didn't actually make John feel like he feels. John's feelings were in response to what's said and done to him through how he'd conditioned and been conditioned from being born to 20 years old. He was running those programs. He was listening too much to the mind. The mind was running the show. There was too many knee-jerk reactions. But once he started to slow the mind down and come out of a high beta state into that fight or flight, we started to see the world a little bit differently. Because he got a little bit higher up the mountain, he could see his past mistakes. He could see the wrong path. He couldn't see the clear path. Because when he got to 30 and he started working active, consciously on himself to give him the skills to get further up the mountain, 40, 50, then he was looking down, he could see more. He can see more looking down than what he could looking up. Because I was becoming above the clouds. And then to get to the top of the mountain, and I've not got there yet, but what I have is persistence and drive. And this is my metaphor for my life, because when I'm moving towards the top, I'm learning new things, I'm learning new skills. I'm being more successful within myself. There's a chap called Dr. Joe Dispenza, talks about being greater than yourself. What does he mean by that? don't respond to the mind. We all have thoughts, what we don't respond to, because some thoughts will take us to a place of where it doesn't serve us well. And then thoughts, subconsciously, they're just patterns of behaviour, what's been conditioned to us, and we've conditioned ourselves in our responses, probably to get our own ways, to nobody likes to lose an argument, to address that part of discomfort. Once you start to learn to be able to work through that discomfort, then, and there's a book out there, break the habit of being yourself. Once you learn to break the habit of being yourself, you get further up the mountain. But what happens, what fetches us back down, some people get involved in substance misuse, drugs and alcohol. Once they start getting in there, it becomes very cloudy. They become just there. They can't see down there, they can't see up there. It's 3 steps forward, 5 steps back. Once we start releasing the chemicals from the body, because the chemicals affect the brain and affect different aspects of your brain, then you have a different experience to life. Your reality becomes different. It interferes with the chemicals, the serotonin in your brain, the happy hormone. We're using a foreign body to get into that place of where I'm starting to feel that I'm functional. So if we start to rely on that substance, we develop a tolerance. We go from 1 pint, 2 pints, 3 pints, 4 pints, 1 bag of heroin, 2 bags of heroin, 3 bags of heroin, gram of Charlie, 2 grams of Charlie. It has persistence, and that's where the addiction and the falling down the mountain becomes. But we can always get back up again. Because if we go in stages and keep it just for today, and just for today, I've got a couple of great friends who are going up Kilimanjaro. They're excited about it. They'll get to the top of the mountain. So when I went up Kilimanjaro a few years ago, what did they do? They took us so far up, got used to the altitude, fetched us back down, used to the altitude, went a little bit higher, get used to the altitude, come back down again, a little bit further up. And it was a process of, let's go there, and let's go there, let's back off again, let's get used to where we are, let's go again. And the view was different every day. Look for a different view in the day. Notice the different views within the day. Use your awareness. We're all aware, we don't need to find awareness. I'm aware that I'm talking to you. I'm aware I have certain thoughts this way. I'm aware I have certain thoughts that way. If them thoughts are not serving you well, don't act to the thoughts. Don't act to your thoughts. And that's back to Dr. Joe Dispenza. Become greater than yourself. Become greater than the environment. And once you learn to be able to become greater than yourself and greater to the environment, you get higher up and you'll be able to see things differently. So back to the 25 years of working with people, I've seen people go up the mountain. Then it's turned into snakes and ladders board. And they've come back down the mountain. Then they have to throw a double 6 to get back up. But they don't need to throw a double 6. You can throw a double 1, a double 2. As long as we've got movement, we're chipping away, chipping away. And the further you get up, you go, right, that path wasn't my path. Give yourself a choice. People talk about having A plan and a B plan. Now, you need A, B, C, D. The more plans you've got, the more choice you've got. This is where I've been this week. Self-reflection, reflective practice, supporting people to make change, to get to the desired outcomes. Just John's thoughts to today. Where are you in the mountain? What do you need to do to get up there? What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to do more of? Thoughts for today. Keep evolving.